The history of Makkah is rich and multifaceted, spanning thousands of years. Here's a more detailed overview. 1. Ancient history. Makkah's history predates Islam by centuries. It was a significant center for trade and commerce in the Arabian Peninsula. The city's location along trade routes made it a hub for caravan trade, connecting southern Arabia to the Levant and beyond. The Kaaba, located in the heart of Makkah, was a center of religious pilgrimage even before Islam, with various tribes and civilizations venerating it. 2. Pre-Islamic period. Before the advent of Islam, Makkah was inhabited by various tribes, most notably the Quraysh. The Quraysh held power in Makkah and were responsible for the guardianship of the Kaaba. The city's economy thrived on trade, and its social structure was hierarchical, with powerful merchant families dominating the scene. 3. Birth of Islam. In the early 7th century, the Prophet Muhammad was born in Makkah. He began preaching the message of Islam, calling for monotheism and social justice. However, his teachings challenged the existing power structures in Makkah, leading to opposition from the Quraysh elite. Muhammad and his followers faced persecution, prompting them to migrate to Medina in what became known as the Hijrah in 622 CE. 4. Islamic period. Despite leaving Makkah, Muhammad's influence continued to grow. In 630 CE, he and his followers returned to Makkah, leading to its peaceful conquest. The city embraced Islam, and the Kaaba was cleansed of its idols, becoming the focal point of Islamic worship. Makkah became the spiritual center of Islam, hosting the annual Hajj pilgrimage and attracting Muslims from across the world. 5. Expansion and influence. Following Muhammad's death, Islam continued to spread rapidly, and Makkah remained a vital city in the expanding Muslim empire. Over the centuries, Makkah's significance as a religious and cultural center continued to grow, with rulers investing in its infrastructure and development to accommodate the increasing number of pilgrims. 6. Modern era. In the 20th and 21st centuries, Makkah underwent significant transformation. The Saudi government invested heavily in modernizing the city's infrastructure to accommodate the millions of pilgrims who visit each year for the Hajj and Umrah. Skyscrapers now dot the skyline, and transportation networks have been expanded to handle the influx of visitors. Throughout its history, Makkah has remained a symbol of unity for Muslims worldwide, drawing believers to its sacred sites and serving as a reminder of the faith's origins. Makkah, also spelled Mecca, holds immense historical and religious significance in Islam. It's the birthplace of the Prophet Muhammad and the site of the Kaaba, Islam's holiest shrine. Throughout history, it has been a center for trade, religion, and pilgrimage. Makkah's history dates back thousands of years, with mentions in ancient texts like the Quran and the Bible. It's been a focal point for various civilizations, including the Quraysh tribe, who controlled it during Muhammad's time. Today, millions of Muslims worldwide visit Makkah annually for the Hajj pilgrimage, fulfilling one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Certainly, here's a detailed explanation of the history of Mecca. 1. Ancient origins. Mecca's history dates back to ancient times. Located in the Arabian Peninsula, it was originally a site of importance for nomadic tribes due to its reliable water source, the Zamzam well. The area around Mecca was known as a place of trade and pilgrimage even before the rise of Islam. 2. Pre-Islamic period. By the time of the Prophet Muhammad's birth in the 6th century CE, Mecca was a bustling city inhabited by various tribes, with the Quraysh tribe being the most prominent. The Quraysh controlled Mecca and its religious center, the Kaaba, which housed idols worship. Birth of Islam. In 610 CE, Muhammad received his first revelation from the angel Gabriel in a cave near Mecca, marking the beginning of Islam. He began preaching monotheism and social justice, challenging the polytheistic beliefs of the Quraysh. However, his message faced opposition from the Quraysh elite, leading to persecution. 4. Hijrah and Medina. Period. In 622 CE, facing increasing hostility, Muhammad and his followers migrated to Yathrib, later known as Medina, in what became known as the Hijrah. This event marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar. From Medina, Muhammad continued to spread Islam and formed alliances with various tribes. 5. Conquest of Mecca. In 630 CE, Muhammad and his followers marched back to Mecca with a large army. The Quraysh surrendered without bloodshed, and Mecca was peacefully conquered by the Muslims. The idols in the Kaaba were removed, and it was rededicated to the worship of Allah, becoming Islam's holiest site. 6. Islamic period. Mecca became the spiritual center of Islam, hosting the annual Hajj pilgrimage and attracting Muslims from across the world. The city flourished under Islamic rule, with rulers investing in its infrastructure and development to accommodate the increasing number of pilgrims. 7. Ottoman and modern period. Over the centuries, Mecca came under the control of various Islamic empires, including the Ottoman Empire. In the 20th century, the Saudi government assumed control of Mecca and embarked on a massive modernization campaign to accommodate the growing number of pilgrims. If you like video, subscribe my YouTube channel and press bell icon